it going, everybody? Nolan here, and here I am live. And in this lesson, this is going to be a really cool lesson. You're going to learn the chords to Nuage, Django Reinhardt's Nuage, and I'm also going to teach you a really cool rhythm, which I think you should try out in Nuage to make it super funky. Okay, so some chords for Nuage and a funky rhythm. Welcome, everybody. I can see Thad in the house. Michelle is watching, and there's lots of people joining. And what you should do, there's 3 things you need to do when you join this session, even if you're watching in the future. Number 1, send the love. Don't be shy. Click the love heart. And I'm all alone here at home in Amsterdam. And it would be great if I saw some love hearts there to kind of inspire me and get me going. So that's number 1. Number 2, type a comment. All right, comment in where you're watching from. Where the hell in the world are you right now? I'd love to know that. There's often many people from exotic places all over the world. Australia, Jakarta, Brazil, Canada, Nottingham, Dusseldorf, you name it. So type in the thing where you're watching from. I'm in Amsterdam. So send the love, write a comment. And number 3, share this with a friend, okay? Share it with a friend who you think might enjoy learning the chords to Nuage and a funky rhythm. So that's it. Also, really special announcement. We've just announced the New York City Gypsy Jazz Breakthrough Retreat, which is happening in Greenwich Village in New York, 9-13 of September. There's lots of people already signed up, but we do have seats. And if you want to join me in New York, that will be awesome. More details coming soon. There's a link in the description, by the way, where all the details are. So click that. Gypsy Jazz World Passport. All right, this is what's going to happen. I'm going to teach you chords. Check this out. I've got a real professional looking chart here, and I want to show you the basic chords to Nuage, plus a few extras which can help you kind of get a more sophisticated, smooth sound when you're playing this beautiful ballad written by Django Reinhardt. I want to show you some chords, and I want to show you a really funky rhythm, which I think for guitarists like yourself would really help kind of set the tune apart, because everyone always plays it. It's this tune. Okay, this is Nuage, and mostly people are playing it like this. If I'm playing a rhythm, and this is a rhythm lesson, by the way, you play it like this. This in a second. Welcome, everybody. These are the chords. Anyway, you get the picture. This is this beautiful tune, which is probably Django's most famous tune. It's called Nuage, and we're going to learn the chords in this session, okay, to the first bit of the tune. And I've written them out on this professional chart, okay, and you're going to love it. So let's learn the chords. And by the way, if you're looking at this thinking, who the hell is this guy? My name is Nolan, and I'm a guitarist who kind of dedicate his life to Gypsy Jazz and Django Reinhardt's music, and I've always done it in my own way. And it's been my mission to inspire guitarists like yourself to do the same, okay? So it's my mission to help players learn this music in a really easy, bite-sized, kind of uncomplicated way, which actually gets results. And it's my mission to help you. Simple as that. So we're going to learn the chords to Nuage, all right? And we're gonna learn it like all my teaching. We're gonna learn it in sections. So we're gonna break down, because when you look at all the changes to Nuage, there's kind of like, it's a big long kind of tune. So we're gonna look at each section by section. The first bit, see here, B flat minor 7, E flat 7, A half diminished, D7 to G. Okay, that's basically what we're talking about. B flat minor 7, E flat 7, A half diminished, D7, down to G. Welcome Miles, welcome Todd. So let's just look at those chords first. So it's B flat minor 7 on the 6th fret. You can play those two notes. Okay, see those two? That's B flat minor 7. Then, okay, to E flat 7. You can keep the bass note on the B flat, so. Okay, so that's really important. That's just a 2-5. B flat minor 7, E flat 7. So you get that movement right. Okay? Some people fret the minor 7 like that, but for whatever reason, I use each finger. Okay? Then the next two chords. Okay, so this is A minor 7, except we've got the on top, which makes it A minor 7 flat 5, or A half diminished. So we got that, and that chord's really important because that's also the melody note we got there. So, okay, that's A half diminished. So far, we've got B flat minor 7, E flat 7, A half diminished, D7. You can just play that D7 there. If you like, you can keep that note on and go. See what I mean? You still get that kind of nice tension on top. But if you can't do that, don't worry. So we got and then we end and then the whole piece is in G major, right? So you could play that G major 7. That's G, F sharp, B, D. Okay, that kind of, this chord in this case suits this tune, right? So sometimes you might have different kind of chords, but this G major 7 suits Nuage. So, all right, you with me? So this progression: B flat minor 7, E flat 7, A half diminished, D7, maybe with a flat 9. Hear that? Then back to G, the home key. Okay, G. Okay, that's G major 7. So when you're learning a new tune, if this is a new tune for you, the best thing is to learn it in chunks and kind of put it to memory instead of always looking at a chart. If I was learning Nuage and I only looked at the chart all the time, I kind of get dependent on the chart. So the chart's helpful in the first place to kind of get an idea of what's going on, but try and memorize it. Okay, we're only talking about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 chords: B flat minor 7, E flat 7, A half diminished, D7 to G. Welcome, Wayne. Lots of people joining. Hope you're having a good day. B flat minor 7, E flat 7, A half diminished, D7 to G. Okay? So when the person's playing, that's the melody. You're going to go E flat 7, A half diminished, D7, G major, okay? And when you arrive at that G major, you can see here that you've got 2 bars to hang around G major. And what usually happens is we go G, A minor 7, B flat dim, G over B. That's just a load of letters I just said to you. But try and recognize the sound. So we've got two bars which we can hang on G instead of just hanging on G. Welcome, Dave. Good to see you, man. On G major 7, that's right. What kind of strings you use? No, these are Argentine strings. They're not actually nylon. They're kind of like a silk and steel kind of thing. These are steel, and then the G is wound, and Argentine. Check out Argentine strings. So you're hanging on G. Now this is a good movement you can do within G. You can just go. Okay? So you start off on G, and then you end on G, and that is G with a B in the bass, which is just the major third of G. So that's why it always sounds good for G. So, and there's the G there. Hear that? That's G, right? So we can hear that's G. Hey Miles, Jill says hi. Brilliant. Hi Jill. Hi Miles. Hope everything's great in California. It's freezing cold here in Amsterdam for some reason. Surprise, surprise. So there's G major. Thanks for the... By the way, 3 things you can all do right now is click the love heart. I'm on my own in this place I'm staying at the moment. And it's kind of daunting staring at my phone here doing these, but I know people are watching, and I know it helps people. So like I say, that's my mission. So don't be shy. Click the love heart, and also write a comment. Let me know where you're watching from. And G major, okay? We can go A minor 7, 5th fret, thanks for the love. B flat dim, 6th fret, G, okay? So this is a really, really common movement in Gypsy jazz. You get it all the time, not just on Nuage, but it might be. So it's the kind of thing that rhythm guitarists do to fill in the space when you're hanging on G. So instead of just hanging on G, right, which is fair enough, but you might, if you want a little bit of movement, you can just go. Okay, so even if you just learned that in this video, and if you didn't know that, then that's the way I like to teach. So little things, you know, I mean, put it this way, if I'm at a festival like last week, and I see a really great guitarist do something cool, then it might be just one chord or one note or one lick. And that's the best way to learn things slowly and learn it one note, one chord at a time. Don't try and learn it all at the same time. So this movement in G, welcome Ash, welcome Afrin, and welcome Stuart, good to see you. G major 7, we're going to end up there. That's G, right? There's G major, G, there's the 3rd. So we're going to go from G major 7, A minor 7, then we're going to go B flat dim, 6th fret. Hey Ash, welcome mate, hope you're well. Okay, so Nuage in context, that's what we're doing here. Remember the professional chart. B flat minor 7, E flat 7, A half diminished, D7, G. And then there's that bit where we fill up the space in G, okay? So before looking at the rest of the tune, when you're learning a tune, take it bit by bit and put it to memory. You know, this isn't rocket science, really. There's like 5 chords you got to learn there. And I think we can all do that. So, Nuage. So someone's playing, and then we're going to go, da, B flat minor 7, E flat 7, A half diminished, D7, maybe with a G major 7, okay? So, in time, B flat minor 7, E flat 7, A half diminished, D7 flat 9, G major. Here's the walk up. See how that kind of added some movement. There's some other options with that walk up. I could do a whole lesson just on walk up options. And that's how it is with music, really. Instead of trying to learn everything at once, it's better just to kind of focus on one small thing. And then we, humans, somehow learn better like that. Unless you're a genius, then you don't need to watch this, okay? So I think we're all trying to learn at our own pace. And that walk up, right? G major, we did it this way. A minor 7, B flat dim, G over B. Also in Nuage, this sounds nice. It's even easier. We go A minor 7, B flat minor 7, B minor 7. So it's just the same shape. We can just do it up 3 frets. Okay? So when you get to G, yeah, Wayne, Amazon definitely has, but go to DjangoGuitars.com to get your strings. That's probably the best bet. Django Guitars. So G major 7, A minor 7, B flat minor 7, B7, B minor 7. Okay? Nuage. Let's keep focused on what we're trying to learn here. So B flat minor 7, E flat 7, A half diminished, D7 with a flat 9, G major 7. Let's do the walk up. B flat dim, G over B. It repeats this. B flat minor 7, E flat 7, A half diminished, D7 flat 9, G major 7. This time, A minor 7, B flat minor 7, G minor 7. Okay? So that's just this bit, okay? We've been going for like 10 minutes and we've just learned this, and that's okay. Let's just take our time and make sure we know this. B flat minor 7, E flat 7. That's a 2-5. We've got another 2-5, A minor 7 flat 5, D7, then to the home key of G. And then we got that kind of walk-up thing we did. Now, a couple of more movements you can do. B flat minor 7, E flat 7, that's easy. And then you can go, so instead of D7, you can play A flat 7, all right? And that's what people call the Tritone Substitution, which is kind of like a big jazz theory expression, and usually kind of sounds scary, but basically if you're playing guitar, you got A minor 7, D7, G, but the tritone substitution, I'm trying to make it really simple here, is A minor 7, A flat 7, down to the G. So it's like chromatics, you've got A flat to G. Instead of A, D, G, you've got A flat, and you're going to play the A flat 7, then to G major. And what's even cooler with Nuage, you can go play the A flat 7 with the flat 5 there, and that's the melody note as well, okay? Dave Harper says, I need to learn the melody on my violin. Key of G. Key of G is perfect for violin. So no excuses there, Dave. I want to hear it. Nuage, B flat minor 7, E flat 7, A half diminished, A flat 7, you got that option, to G, okay? Now I'm going to show you what we've just been playing. B flat minor 7, E flat 7, A half diminished, there's the A, see the A flat there? Instead of D7 we're going tritone substitutions of the A flat 7, then to G. This A flat 7 sounds great in Nuage, and it actually goes with the melody, okay? So then that whole section repeats itself in Nuage, okay? So the way I teach is in these bite-sized chunks, and when we learn a standard, when we learn a tune like Nuage, when I teach it at my breakthrough retreats, we just take it step by step, and we all make sure that everyone's on the same page. And even if you know the tune, there's no harm going through the changes many times and then finding these extra options and getting those notes really sounding good. Special announcement, are you ready for a special announcement? We've just announced New York City, so we're doing a Gypsy Jazz Breakthrough Retreat in New York, in Greenwich Village, September 9 to 13. Check this out. I've got all these professionally written out cards here. gypsyjazzworldpassport.com. There's a link in the description of this video, and we're really excited that we're hosting one for the first time in America, in the States, and it's going to be in New York. So I'd love you to join me. It's going to be a lot of fun for a guitarist like yourself. There's going to be maximum 20 people, and we're already half full up in New York, so there's still places left. So, and this is the kind of teaching you can expect. I'm basically going to teach the 5 pillars of Gypsy Jazz, of learning Gypsy Jazz, which is a system that I've created and actually realized is the best way for people to actually learn this music in a kind of methodical way which actually works and gets results and is always relevant to actual music, so we don't get too much into the theory. And the first pillar is soloing. Second pillar is rhythm. This is a taste of that pillar. Pillar number 3 is the gig ready boot camp, all the things you'll actually need on a gig. Pillar number 4 is making music together. And pillar number 5 is the new secrets of Gypsy Jazz guitar. So this whole system is really awesome and it'll really work for you. So if you want to join us at a breakthrough retreat, go to this URL and all the info's there. And there's still seats left for the New York edition, which is happening September 9 to 13. It's going to be totally brilliant. I'd love you to join us. If you've got any questions, just hit me up. So that's what's going on. Remember Nuage? So this is the kind of thing, I'll play Nuage as a rhythm player, and then I'm going to teach you a funky rhythm, okay? We haven't got that much time left. So Nuage. B flat minor 7, E flat 7, A half diminished, D, A flat, G. Okay? So that's just the first bit of Nuage, all right? And you've got all those chords, okay? But take it step by step. Okay, so I'm not even going to go any further than that in this video, teaching you the rest of the chords. David Harper says tenor or bluegrass banjo. Definitely bluegrass banjo, okay? Go for the bluegrass banjo. Welcome, Eduardo. Okay, check out this rhythm. When we play Nuage, sometimes we play it like this. Great rhythm. funky here. I'll show you this rhythm in a second. So you see what I mean? We kind of change. Usually, obviously, we usually play. Something like that. But you could play this. Kind of like a funky Latin rhythm which you can learn. So check out the right hand. So if we take one chord like G major 7, okay, so we're going to take that chord, and this is a rhythm which can kind of, you can actually apply to any tune and it'll just make it sound different. So this is the rhythm. Break it down like I do always, break things down. So we play the bottom note. I'll just get in a good position. So let's go like that. Play the bottom note. Then you pluck the strings of the chord. Okay? So. And then slap. So. Okay, so the first three things you want to do is do this. Dave, this is for you. So. Okay? Pluck the bottom string, play the chord, the notes of the chord, bring your hand back down. I get in a better position. So, start with this. Okay, do that, and then you can also do it with your fingers. So, and it's the same every beat. I personally use a pick. I find it nicer. So I go. So I'll play the changes to Nuage now using this, the funky Latin rhythm. So. Yeah, slap. Basically going like that. So and you're kind of using that bass line as well. See what I mean? And you can actually apply that to any tune. You know, any ballad usually, or any tune, you can kind of use this approach. So it might be Django's Castle. You know, something like that. Or maybe. So it's just an idea which might kind of inspire you to do something different with a tune, and that's what I do on Nuage. So let's just sum up what's going on here. My name's Robin Nolan, okay? I'm a guitarist who's dedicated his life to helping people kind of do the same what I do, which is I love this music and I kind of travel the world through this music, meeting lots of people in lots of countries, and it's absolutely fantastic. And I think I want to help people do the same, okay? Give them the confidence and the skills to do their own thing with Django Reinhardt's music and do it in their own way. So I teach in bite-sized lessons. I teach live at Breakthrough Retreats, like the one I was talking about in New York. And also I've got like digital courses and books which help people in a fun way to learn this music. So that's me. And what we've been doing is learning Nuage, which is Django Reinhardt's most famous ballad. That really famous ballad. It's beautiful. And in this lesson, we've just been we've got our rhythm guitar focus on, And that's the first pillar that I teach in the Gypsy Jazz Breakthroughs is rhythm. So this is like a small taste of what you might expect in New York or in Amsterdam, where I do these retreats. By the way, there's still 3 seats left in the Amsterdam Gypsy Jazz Breakthrough Retreat, which is happening, when's it happening? July 9 to 13. 3 seats for Amsterdam. So message me if you're interested in that. Otherwise, the link that you see in the description of this video, I've got all the info about New York. Okay, it's going to be awesome. There's still seats left for that. That's in September. Nuage. B flat minor 7, E flat 7, A half diminished, D7 with a flat 9, G major. There's that walk up. You repeat that. Da do da do da. Da do da. A flat. Remember we put the A flat? If you just join, rewind, because there's a bit where you can substitute D7 for A flat, okay? And that's a really great sound. Then you've got G major, okay? And then we looked at the fact that you don't always have to play it as a swing. You could do this rhythm. Get the picture. Just kind of giving you your inspiration that you can use another rhythm, like the finger style, which is usually played with the finger, this rhythm. So, okay, you can see I'm doing it with the fingers. It's a bit quiet, but if I get close, it kind of sounds like this. I use the pick. Using the bass line. Okay, so we looked at that rhythm. So that's great. Remember the 3 things: send the love at any time in the future, or right now, even better. And type in where you're watching from. I love the fact that there's people all over the world watching these, and it really drives me on, keeps me inspired. And also share this video with a friend or an enemy that you think would love or hate to see this video. And like always, stay inspired. Go to this URL. Why don't you come to New York and treat yourself for the trip of a lifetime and have a real breakthrough with Gypsy Jazz. Pick up your Gypsy Jazz World Passport. Join me and guitarists just like yourself to have a fantastic time in New York. Okay, so the link is there. Go there. Any questions, just message me and I'll be happy to answer. Welcome Thunder Bay. Wow, that is an exotic place, Thunder Bay. And Bill, everyone who's been typing in and joining us, Dave, welcome. Have a great day wherever you are. Stay inspired, and even if you just learn one chord or one note or one little idea from this lesson, then it's been totally worth it, because you can't learn it all at once. So if I've helped you learn one little thing, then we're off to a great start. And I'll be back. Welcome Tampa, Florida. Tampere, Finland. That's exotic. Welcome. Tapio. Good to see you, mate. I'm going to jump off. I've got to get the kids. Have a great day. Stay inspired. I'll be back next week, and watch out for more lessons from me. Any questions, write a message or a comment. And I hope to see you in New York. Treat yourself. Come and see me there. Have fun. Have a great day. All the best. This is the bit where I think I've switched off, but I haven't. I think I have now, though.